Ja, ja, ja. Hello, Capricorn. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We're taking a look at your energies for February, Capricorn. Let's take a look. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. Like, share, comment. I am excited to do your reading, Capricorn. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure you like, share, comment. Let me know how it resonates, okay? All feedback is appreciated. So I did lay out my spreads beforehand just for the sake of time. Y'all know I'm long-winded. So let's jump in, okay? Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Hit the bell when you do if you feel led. So let's take a look. Welcome. So first of all, Capricorn, as I look at the first card that came out, it is all about change, honey. Change is taking place for you during the month of February, or changes that you are making during February with the Death card. And it was clarified with the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. I feel like there's something that you are really guarding. This feels like being really guarded this month. And it could really, with this Nine of Pentacles, this is like nice energy when it comes to being set, leveling up financially. This could be something that you don't want people to know. And so this month is going to be about you just really keeping things for yourself private, especially in areas of finance as you're leveling up. It just feels like you're, keeping things just covered and it ain't nobody business. Mind your business, right? If your name is not on this paycheck, then don't ask. It's none of your business. And there could be a little controversy. Like somebody could really want to know, like, what you're doing with your money, how much money you're making. But you seem to have like this beautiful sense of boundary around that. Especially if you are leveling up this month. And I feel like for someone you're entering into a really nice time financially where you're going to be kind of set in this moment where you're not going to really be concerned about a lot of things financially. You're going to be able to go where you want to go, when you want to go. And it may not be, something that you have to plan or save up for. The Nine of Pentacles, like, you have everything at your beck and call. And so this month, things feel very abundant for you. And there's a little bit of, guarded energy for you, a little bit of secrecy about that. You don't want people to know. And so that's the energy, is you covering your business and keeping it to yourself and not allowing it to be common knowledge, right? There's this sense of secrecy. And I feel like it's around finances for whatever reason. Yeah. This Two of Swords on the shadow side could be like some sense of tension around that, especially for those that want to be in your business. There's some tension and hostility that might arise, overall for the energy during the month around this. And so looking at your energy particularly, we have the Three of Cups, and it's clarified by the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. I do feel like you are in a very social energy overall for the month of February. I feel like your communication with your connections are going to be strong. You could really be enjoying, building relationships and getting closer to those that you have access to or that have access to you. I do feel like when we look at the Three of Cups, these are like a tight knit group. So these are people that you entrust to be, close to you, or maybe you're developing those types of bonds and connections this month. Seven of Pentacles talks about investing in your relationships in that way. And the Knight of Swords is kind of really enjoying, the interaction and the conversation and the clarity of connection and, communicating back and forth. It feels like it's going to be a really good month for you socially. And you might end up even doing like tea, coffee, going out meeting at a little pub, right? It just feels really social this month. You feel like you want to get out and do something and meet people and be social. I also have the Sun is clarifying the Hierophant. And more good energy. More good energy. I feel like there's like a positive wind flowing in life for you during the month of February, where the energy coming in is going to be really helpful in helping you see things really optimistically and positively. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. The Hierophant is a card of great influence. And I do feel like, too, with these two coming out together, you may have a lot of good energy coming in when it comes to if you're in school, because the Hierophant talks about institutional settings. So you could have good, situations arising with this good energy when it comes to like school. If you're in school, if you work in your workplace, things could be looking really positive, and you could be very favored during this time. If you're part of like some type of institution when it comes to religion or spirituality, it could be having a lot of good experiences there too. It just feels like you're going to be very optimistic and very favored this month when it comes to institutions, with the Sun clarifying the Hierophant. Also, I feel like this also could be an indication that your health is actually going to be at a high level when it comes to positivity. This energy coming through is going to be good with your health. You might find yourself feeling better than you have in a while. Or if you're just getting over, a very difficult time health-wise, this might be you really recovering nicely from that, whatever you were dealing with health-wise. Let's see. We also have the Seven of Cups with the Fool. The Seven of Cups with the Fool. And so this is talking about that energy of just wanting to learn, be out and be creative and explore. The Fool is an explorer. Look, he has his little knapsack and he is out on a venture. So I feel like you will be venturing, or you desire to, this month. Now, the Seven of Cups did come out. So there is a need to be careful what you dibble into, Capricorn, okay? Don't go out there acting a fool, okay? And get yourself caught up into something that you can't get out of. But I feel like this is coming through in something that you desire. This feels like you desiring to have some type of adventure this month. You're hoping that this month there's like something exciting, and it's not just like blase. Maybe you have been busy just doing the routine of what you're used to. You want something to break that routine and to bring in a bit of excitement. Be careful though, because all excitement ain't good excitement, right? Look at what's coming out of these cups. Some of it is good, but not all of it is. So be careful what you ask for and be careful what you're looking for, because you just might get it this month. Okay, so be careful. I also feel like with the Magician coming out with the Seven of Cups again, the Magician clarifying the Seven of Cups. I feel like this month the Magician says that you are feeling very creative, or Spirit wants you to tap into, acknowledge, utilize your creativity. It is clarified by the Seven of Cups on the shadow side, though. And so I think part of this, keeping this good feeling going and staying grounded and balanced, is going to be you allowing yourself to dibble, like whatever it is that you find feels like you tapping into your creativity. I think this month that's going to be something that you're being encouraged to do. Spirit wants you to do the things that open up that flow of energy for you. And using it is what Spirit is saying. Now, how you use it is another question. How you use that creativity is going to be the thing to watch out for. Because again, we have the Seven of Cups again. It was the Seven of Cups came out with the Fool, first of all, which says, yes, you want adventure, but be careful what you look for. Be careful where you tread or where you find yourself, because not all adventure is good, right? It's the same thing with the creativity. Like, be careful what you dabble in, right? And I feel like this could even be someone that likes to even dabble into like spirituality, possibly, because the Magician is a master of both worlds, right? He takes what is in the spiritual realm and he actually manifests it into the physical. Like, he's gifted in that way. He's able to play between the two realities, right? But be careful, because if that is you and I'm talking to you and I may only be talking about one or two people, like, be careful what you're dabbling into. I do get that sense here with the Seven of Cups, because the Seven of Cups talks about opening up something and actually having experiences with illusions. And let me just look this up, because I want to make sure that we understand what Spirit is saying here with this Seven of Cups. On the shadow side, illusions and ephemeral dreams, useless trinkets and vessels filled only with venal distractions. This is what you might get. You might give in to the temptation to have it all and take even what is not yours. Lurking secrets, small betrayals, and inner defeats can be healed only by recognizing your bad choices. So, yeah, be careful what you open up, what you dabble into, or what you choose to experiment with when it comes to your creativity. For some reason, the Seven of Cups came out, which is talking about spirituality. When we pair it with the Magician, that's the energy I'm getting here. And so Spirit is basically just letting you know, don't go opening up something that you're not ready for. Sometimes we can peek our head into places that we're not meant to peek our head into and find out information that we wish we had never did it, or we might see something that we wish we had never seen. It has that feel for me. And the advice spirit is just saying, be careful how you decide to experiment with your creativity. And that's for somebody specific. I do feel like this has like spiritual connotations to it. And I say that because the high priestess and the empress came out too. There is some history here, I feel like, with spirituality, even though this is a beautiful balance of femininity that's coming up here. When we look at the empress and the high priestess, we're talking about this very learned behavior. It's almost like you've learned to balance your feminine energies really beautifully. Your experiences in some type of way have led you to understand both senses that you have flowing within you, from nurture to intuition. And it's a beautiful balance of the two. It's saying that, and it could also be talking about secrets too, that you've learned somewhere along the line about femininity and woman being this portal, for life. But I also get the sense too that there's something that you've learned when it comes to 3D and the 5D, right? Empress is 3D, right? Very nurturing. She is very aware of everything that is around her, very tapped in and connected. The high priestess is 5D, like she's behind the veil, but the same kind of energy, tapped into everything. She sees and feels and knows everything. There's this sense of a hidden knowledge, right? Secret wisdom. Again, I'm getting that energy that there's some experience or something that you learned about the balance between the spiritual and the natural realms. I'm getting that too here. And so, again, going back to the advice, there's something that you learn, and Spirit is saying, be careful how you express that creativity this month, okay? I also have the Six of Swords coming out here, clarified with the Ten of Swords. Now, this is interesting because this is something that I feel like you may not be expecting this. I get the sense with the Six of Swords and the Ten of Swords, there may be something for someone where you have been just stuck in a difficult place for a moment. In February, this Six of Swords says that there's going to be an opening for you to actually escape from this difficulty. So the Ten of Swords can actually represent, it can represent dealing with hardship, dealing with the hardship of things changing in a way that doesn't necessarily benefit you, or it's difficult, it's hard, it's draining on you. And let me see. It's almost like just having mental battles. We're talking about swords. And so there's something that's been difficult and draining mentally with the Ten of Swords. Cycles. The Ten of Swords talks about things that in this deck, it actually is talking about coming out of a hard time, a hard battle, or sorrowful times. realizing that it's only a moment in time. Difficulties, they don't last forever. There's always going to be better days after the hardest ones. It's talking about cycles of planting, right? Not necessarily being at the part where you get to enjoy the fruit of your labor, but it's the tough part, the part of planting and sowing, where you actually lose something in order to gain something. Or a time of renewal, right? Whenever there's a renewal, there's the downside of that. There's the time to die, right? To lay something down, to let something go. And so this is talking about entering into a time where what's coming is going to be better than what has been. The Six of Swords, moving from difficulty to a place of peace, to a place of rest, where your mind can rest. So whatever difficulty that you have been, and it almost feels like really being in a position where you don't have a lot of control. Maybe you've been there for a while. This is saying that there's going to be an opening for you to escape this place where you've been, this place of difficulty. Many times in many decks that I've had too, the Ten of Swords represents persecution, right? Being in a difficult place, maybe where everyone, has ridiculed you or can see some fault or failure out in the open, being, shunned. It's that kind of energy. But the Six of Swords says that you are coming into a space where you're going to be able to move out of that place of difficulty in February. And so I really do feel like this is going to provide an opportunity for you to be released from something that may have been difficult for a while, a season of difficulty. Even though it was a season of preparing you for what is to come, it still doesn't make it any easier, going through those tough seasons, those dry seasons, those desert seasons. This may talk about February being a month of transition out of that. Tens talk about endings. Wherever there's an ending, there's a beautiful beginning waiting to happen. And so the Six of Swords also talks about leaving, moving, relocating. You could be moving physically from a place where you've been just unhappy, discontented. Maybe you've been around people that haven't been very nice, and you couldn't wait to leave. But it feels like you are transitioning from a difficult space into something more calmer waters, peaceful. Now, I also have the Devil and the Fool coming out together. And it's clarified by the Chariot. And the Chariot came out on the shadow side. So when it's all said and done, when we look at the Fool followed by the Devil, this is, to me, it's coming through like as kind of like a warning type of energy. This month, there are things about this month. I think the reason why Spirit is bringing this out is to let you know that this is going to be a peculiar month, right? Because there are things about this month that you absolutely may want to avoid. Whenever I have the Devil and the Fool together, right? First of all, the Fool is talking about that energy that we were talking about, wanting adventure, seeking adventure, wanting something different, wanting some, thrill, some excitement, right? But it's followed by the Devil. So understand that this comes in as a warning from Spirit to be careful, right? To be careful. There's some things about this month that you absolutely want to avoid, or at least do due diligence and actually find out what it is that you're dealing with, or who it is that you're dealing with. Okay. If you don't do that, if you're not careful this month, you may in fact find yourself in a situation that you'll regret. Bringing in this Chariot on the shadow side, it's almost like for some of you, you may find yourself in a situation where you didn't really want to end up like that or end up in that position. For others, you may find yourself in some type of power struggle, or some type of battle, some struggle, or some standoff, the Chariot in reverse. Let me take a look here, because these are very interesting energies coming out for you, Capricorn. It says the Chariot in reverse on the shadow side is talking about regret over some action that you've taken, either in the present or in the past, which actually causes some type of block or hindrance when it comes to your ability to move forward, right? It's almost like speaking before you think, or doing something before you fully understand what you're doing, only to find out that you did it to someone who actually has the keys to your future. That's just an example, but it's like, oh, snap. If I have known, I would have never said that, or I would have never done that, but it's something like that. Speaking or doing, being remorseful for something that you did. And whatever that was ended up causing some type of hindrance to you being able to move forward. Clashes and fights caused by those who do not understand you, but more often they will be caused by your own impetuosity. So in other words, it's saying something about pettiness, not to get caught up in pettiness, to think before you act and soothe your anger so that you're not running, and doing or saying something that you'll later actually want to take back, but you won't be able to. Because once the words are out, you can't pull them back in. Once the deed is done, you can't redo it or undo it. When it's all said and done, you may want to actually, again, make sure you understand who you're dealing with and where you're going. Get the information needed beforehand is what I'm hearing, so that you don't fall into this trap. And so there's something here about a warning this month overall, so that you don't end up in regret by the end of February. Okay, so tread lightly this month in February. Tread lightly and be careful what you ask for and what you're looking for, because you might just find it, Capricorn, or it might find you, right? And so I'm going to see what else comes out here, what other advice Spirit might have for you, my Capricorn friends. Let's see. Anything else for Capricorn? Anything else Capricorn needs to know for the month of February? Let's see. Queen of Cups. When it's all said and done, make sure you are giving yourself that same level of love that you're giving others. Okay, with the Queen of Cups here. Anything else? Understand you are divinely supported with the Wheel of Fortune. You're divinely supported and protected. But that don't mean you go out there and act like a fool, okay? Or go out and run off half-cocked. The Ace of Wands. I do feel like this is going to be a month that's going to be very exciting. There's opportunities to have those experiences that you're desiring. Spirit is just saying be responsible. Okay? Be responsible with it. We have the Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah. And allow yourself to be led. I feel like, especially with this Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands, this is a new beginning that Spirit is giving you as a gift. This is really a gift for you. You may have even asked for something specific. Spirit is going to give it to you exactly how you asked, which is why it's important to understand and be careful what you ask for. Spirit is going to give you the opportunity to do that, okay? But Spirit is just saying be responsible. Just be responsible. That's all I ask is what Spirit is saying. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Yeah. A fresh start. New beginnings that is divinely guided. And so the month is already here. We're already 7 days in. You may, in fact, already be experiencing some of these energies, right? And so I hope I said something that was encouraging, where you could get some level of value out of it. And so this is for you, Capricorn. Thank you for stopping by. It has been a joy reading for you as always. Make sure you like, share, comment. And for those of you that are just stopping by, subscribe if you are feeling led to do so. If you do, feel free to hit the bell so you'll be notified in case I go live again or post other content. All kinds of things on here that I'll be posting. And so enjoy, right? Just treat it like a smorgasbord, okay? All right, until next time, I will see you at our next reading. Either, the encouragement of the day or my next Capricorn reading, whichever comes first. Blood Moon Oracle here, and I'll see you soon. Bye.